Greetings Diecast Racing Fans, and welcome back to episode 5 of the Hot Fuzz head-to-head league. Last time out we had a lot of changes going on. It left us in a situation where we have 5 cars tied for the lead, all on 4 and 2. We have car A, which is Moose in the 51 Hudson Hornet. We have car F, which is Cuboid, the 2 times champion in his Subaru Impreza. We have the Comish in the BMW M3, and he'll certainly be out for revenge this time round after losing twice last time out. He was on 4 and 2. Got Hikari Rin in the Skyline 2000, the red car. That was 4 and 2. And we had James Sterling in the 300ZX. He was also 4 and 2. We had 2 cars that were tied for 6th, which is Juicy J in the IROC Firebird and Jack Diamond in the M5 Police, both 3 and 3. We had 2 cars tied for 8th, which was Tika J in the Chevy Caprice, which was 2 and 4, and Dretty in the Fiat 500, the smallest car in the competition, again 2 and 4. After that, in last place, the person who has probably got very little chance of winning now is Mason Storm in the Camaro SS. But we'll see how that goes this week. Now, let's get on with the draw. So here we go for the episode 5 draw. Left lane. Right lane. Left lane. Right lane. Left lane, right lane, left lane, right lane, and finally, for the first half, left lane and right lane. Bag's empty. Other bag. Left lane. Right lane, left lane, right lane, left lane, right lane, still seeing the bottom screen yet, left lane, right lane, and finally left lane and right lane. Bag's empty. So, starting off episode 5, we have car F versus car A. Car F is Cuboid, our 2 times champion here, in the 07 Subaru Impreza WRX, sorry. And he's against car A, which is Moose in the 51 Hudson Hornet. So that'd be interesting. Car J versus car H. Car C versus car D, car B versus car I, car G versus car E, car H versus car G, starting off the second half, car F versus car B, car C versus car A, car J versus car I, and finally car D versus car E. Car D is Mason Storm in the 2010 Camaro SS, and car E is Dretty in the 07 Fiat 500. And that concludes the draw for episode 5. The draw over and done with. We've got the Flying Fenman down here at the finish line, ready to adjudicate down there. Our track sponsors, Modelmatic, Tomley RC, some of our safety team, Raven Customs, and Hikari, who works for them, see how he's doing. Our TV transport, or our TV uplink. The last time champion driven by Cuboid. And yes, the Portaloo's been moved. 4 Cubed Racing, who Cuboid drives for. our now track sponsor. Got the bits and pieces here, set up here. Oh, and we've got some new fencing, which I don't know whether I mentioned that last time or not, or quite what, but that makes things a little bit easier at this top end. And of course, the main sponsor for this one is the BERCC, the Beds Electric Radio Control Club. Thank you to Sean and Paul and Lenny and everybody else over there for your continued sponsorship. Right, I need to get my van and get out of the way, and let's get on with some racing. So after the draw, we're on to race 1. We have got here car F, which is Cuboid in the Subaru Impreza, versus Moose in the Hudson Hornet. The Subaru Impreza, driven by Cuboid, is on the left-hand side and is the silver car, and Moose is in the white Hudson Hornet on the right. Let's see how they do. Nice clear lead there and a nice win all the way through, and the Hudson Hornet completes as well, but nice driving there by Cuboid. What do you expect from a 2-times champion? So race 2, we've got car J, which is James Sterling in the Nissan 300 ZX twin turbo, excuse me, versus Jack Diamond in the BMW M5 Police. The Nissan is the white car on the left, the BMW is the silver car on the right. BMW cut him off, causing all sorts of things. They've pulled up. Oh, Andy! Wow, nice driving there. The 300 got it up the line. Nice driving there, James Sterling. All the way from Australia, James. Great to have you here from Gravity Track Grand Prix over in New South Wales, Australia. But that was a win there for James Sterling in the 300 ZX. Moving swiftly on to race 3, and race 3 sees car C versus car D. Car C is Juicy J in the IROC Firebird, and car D is Mason Storm in the Camaro SS. Mason Storm hasn't got a win yet, so let's hope he gets one here. The IROC Firebird is the black car on the left. The Camaro SS is the white car on the right. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Well done, Mason Storm. They were literally head to head, door to door, all the way down, and then he got it on the line. Well done. That real end footage is going to look fantastic. Well done there to Mason Storm from the Essex Hurricanes in the Camaro SS. It looks like you're finally getting your eye in with that thing. Next up, we've got car B, which is Tika J in the Chevy Caprice on the left-hand lane versus the right-hand lane with Hikari Rin in that slick Skyline 2000. Now, last time out, that Skyline 2000 was going like hot snot. The Chevy Caprice was going like hot snot. So let's see what happens. So the blue car on the left is the Chevy Caprice. The red car on the right is the Nissan Skyline. Oh, Hikari drifted it before we got to the camera point, and he's pulled up in reverse. Oh my lord, what's happened there? Did he burn the tyres out too much at the line? Well, it looks like that could be the thing, but maybe he just wanted to show off where he works at Raven Customs. Okay, well, Hikari, that's okay, but you just lost. Anyway. Okay, race 5, the last one before the switchover. On the left-hand lane, we've got car G, which is the BMW M3 of the Comish, who last time out lost twice. He's going to be out for some revenge this time. Really don't want to be Dretty in the Fiat 500 now, which is who he's up against. So we've got the blue car on the right-hand side, which is the Fiat 500 of Dretty. The white car on the left is the BMW M3 of the Comish, and I think both of those are from America, so there can be no favouritism seen here. See, told you, Comish. Anyway, let's see how this goes. And a nice T-pack manoeuvre there, cutting in front by the Comish. That's what got him into trouble last time. We'll see how this goes after the reset. Reset done. Let's see how we go on the second go. All the way down, nice cut in front of the line, no T-packs, and a nice finish there to get the win there for the BMW M3 of the Comish. Straight off the back of that win last time out, we've got the Comish lining up again. This time he's on the left-hand lane, and on the right-hand lane is Jack Diamond in the BMW M5 Police. So we've got M3 versus M5. This is one of those races that I'm sure the fans have been waiting for, to see what happens with these two cars. We'll see how it goes. One is cast by Hot Wheels and one cast by Matchbox. So the M3 is Hot Wheels and the M5 is Matchbox. The silver one on the far side is the M5 Police. The white one on the left is the M3. Oh! And yes, there was all sorts of interesting driving there. But they've pulled up. So we will pause and reset. All reset. M5 on the left hand side of the screen is silver coloured. The white one on the right is the M3. Oh, tight, and again they're so tightly matched. And they've pulled up. We'll go for another reset. Will it be third time lucky? Here we go. Oh, and wow, that was some interesting driving there by the M5 Police of Jack Diamond. Has put the Comish onto the hard shoulder. He's not going to be happy. Just a quick update there, showing you where the M3 pulled up. We've had an issue with our finish line camera. Because of the number of resets there, the memory card had run out of footage before we actually got it across the line. But before anything was moved, I thought I'd get you this little bit of footage to put in here. Okay, we're now sorted out the finish line cam. Sorry about that. I'm sure the Comish will comment about that as well, but there wasn't a lot I could do about that. Anyway, next up we have got race 7, which is car F, which is Cuboid, and he is racing against car B, which is Tika J in the Chevy Caprice. So Cuboid is in the Subaru Impreza on the left hand side, the silver car, and the Chevy Caprice of Tika J is on the right hand side, and that's the silver blue one. Let's see how this one goes down. Wow, the Chevy tried to pit Cuboid, and Cuboid outdrove them. Nice try there by our friend Tika J in the Chevy Caprice, but Cuboid gets the win. Right, here we go for race 8 of today. On the left hand side we have car C, which is Juicy J in the IROC Firebird, the black car. And on the right we have car A, which is Moose in the Hudson Hornet, in the white Hudson Hornet. So the IROC is the black car on the left, the Hudson Hornet is the white car on the right. Spin, and the Hudson Hornet, oh, we've stopped near the end. So there we are, that's where that is. We will reset because nobody got over that final finish line. All reset, let's go again. And this time the IROC got a clean start and took it nice and clean in. The Hudson Hornet finishes as well. Okay, our penultimate race. On the right hand side we've got Hikari Rin in the Nissan Skyline, and on the left hand lane we have got James Sterling in the Nissan 300 ZX. Again, a bit like the race we had earlier between the two BMWs, this is one of the races that people really wanted to see the combination of, and we'll see how this goes down. Red car on the left is Hikari, red car on the right is Hikari, left car is the white one, which is James Sterling. James Sterling got in the lead, they're backwards and forwards, and they're nose to tail over the line, but Hikari gets the win. So here we go for the last race of episode 5. And on the left-hand side, we have got car D, which is Mason Storm from Essex Hurricanes in the Camaro SS. He's managed to get a win now. Let's see whether he can do one against the little car that could, which is Dretty in the Fiat 500. So the Fiat 500 is the blue car on the right. The Camaro SS is the white car with the multicoloured tampos on the left. And that was a nice cut in front job there, done by Mason Storm, and he gets the win. Well, that concludes episode 5. And yeah, maybe Q-Boy behind me is celebrating a little bit early after what happened last time out, but hey, we shall see. We've had some really good racing tonight. The league as it stands now, in first position is Q-Boyd in the Subaru Impreza, 2-0 tonight for 6-2 overall. We've got a 3-way tie for second. So we have got the Comish in the BMW M3, 1-1 tonight for 5-3. We've got Hikari Rin in the Skyline 2000, the red car, which is 1-1 for 5-3. And also on 1-1, we've got James Sterling in the 300ZX. He's 1-1 and 5-3. In joint 5th place, we have 3 cars. We have Moose in the white Hudson Hornet, 0-2 tonight for 4-4, or today, should I say. We have Juicy J in the black IROC Firebird, 1-1 for 4-4. And we have Jack Diamond in the BMW M5 Police, 1-1 for 4-4. Crawling his way back up, or crawling their way back up, because I'm not sure Tika's gender orientation. Tika J is in 8th in the Chevy Caprice. Considering that went the first 2 episodes without winning a race, it went 1-1 this time for 3-5 overall. And in joint 9th place, crawling his way back up there as well, we have Car D, Mason Storm in the Camaro SS. He's 2-0 tonight for 2-6 overall. And in the other one is Dretty in the Fiat 500, who is also 2-6 overall and 0-2 tonight. Now, looking at that, going into next week's final, it means that Tiki J, Mason Storm and Dretty are the only 3 of the 10 cars that cannot win. Because even if they win twice next week, they won't have 6 wins, which is what Q-Boyd's on. Everybody else could win. So that's Q-Boyd, the Comish, Hikari Rin, James Sterling, Moose, Juicy J and Jack Diamond. Any one of those 7 drivers could win. So don't miss out on it. Next week, we will see the final. If things are tied at the end, there will be an extra race in next week's competition. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, stick the notification bell on. Tell me what you think of the series. Tell me what you'd like to see improved. Tell me what you don't like. If you're the Comish, I'm no doubt going to get comments about making sure I check the end line camera and it's a fix and all of that. But we shall see. Anyway, catch you next week.